Hello. First of all, I'd start out by saying how blessed me and my family has felt through this whole thing. We're blessed by the faith from God to take everything as it comes and look positively on the whole situation. And we had a real good peace of mind throughout the whole ordeal. I feel fantastic. I could tell immediately when I woke up that something was different, more energetic, and more just an all-over good feeling. I could feel the heart beat in my chest, which with Lvad I couldn't really do that the last year and a half. And it just feels strong. I was in the ICU for 4 days. I had 8 different drips, really connected up, but then it all just went away at once, and I was out of there by Friday. Saturday I started walking. By Tuesday I was walking up to 3 miles already. So the physical recovery, all the work that I had done previously, really helped me be able to get right back into it. Of course, the doctors talked about the function tests that they performed almost immediately, and my ejection fraction, its lowest point was 2% before the Lvad and all that. And now my heart was 78%, which is above normal, and the cardiac output is above normal. And I just got a really lucky, got a really good heart, and I'm taking well to it so far. There are too many people here to mention at Spectrum that have helped me individually, but I'd like to go ahead and name a few. Let me get my notes here a little bit. The first one is Dr. Michael Dickinson. He's led me on every step of this journey that began in 2004. He has been the driving force behind the program here, and it seemed like fantasy land when he first started telling me about all the stuff that could happen and would eventually happen to me and have to be the only thing that could happen for me. And he's been right there every step of the way, and I can't thank him enough. The other persons I'd like to mention is the Lvad coordinator, Teresa Wainscott. She's been like my go-to person. I call her any time of the night, any little thing, every little thing. She always had an answer for me. And then there's Dr. Langholtz, Dr. Call, Dr. McNamara, all cardiologists that have been real involved in my treatment. And then Dr. Hooker and Dr. Perecht have been integral in my last 2 successful open heart surgeries here at Spectrum. One other, I got to mention Tina Simmons, the social worker here at Spectrum. She has been very supportive and helpful throughout the whole ordeal. And now I'm dealing with Maggie Carricker, who's the one responsible for getting me ready to get out of here and keep up on everything, and she really is on the ball and helped me do that. The last person I'd like to mention is Dr. Asghar Kagani. I met him in September, and I could tell immediately what an honor it was going to be one of his patients. He brought me in, explained everything. It seemed almost simple the way that he showed me the CAT scan and what they were going to do and what they had to do, and he just left me with complete confidence in what was going to be going on. I also want to mention all of the unsung heroes here at Spectrum Hospital. A program like this takes many people, and I've had, over the last 2 weeks, I think everybody involved in it stop by and tell me their little story. You know, they held the door for the doctor here or there, whatever. Just anybody and everybody who had a part in it is really proud and happy for this program, and that's the kind of effort this program takes, and they have it here at Spectrum. Next set of heroes I want to talk about is my family. I couldn't have asked for two better sons. My son Harley lived with me for the last 6 years until he just recently got married. Now he's doing me the honor of going to make me a grandfather this year. And he's been all helpful throughout my illness. And then when it did come down that I had the Lvad last May, my son Jordan moved in with me. And when you have Lvad, you got to have a 24-hour-a-day caretaker who knows all the equipment, knows how to do the dressing changes, knows everything. And Jordan become an expert at all that. I've heard on a number of occasions from doctors how good my wound site looked, how well I've been taken care of. So I really appreciate that. I also like to thank my brothers and sisters and my mother. They were there for me the whole way. And after being so loved by so many people through this, I feel I need to give back. I want to give back, and I can give back. With the help of my family, Spectrum Health, and area businesses, I'm going to start a foundation. I'm going to call it Off to See the Wizard Foundation. The two main goals are going to be, number one, to double the amount of people on the state of Michigan organ donor list. Number two is to financially aid the families of donors and area transplants where I can see fit and where I think I can do the most help. I've been writing a book about this experience. Started actually from the childhood when I was born with the heart problem, and I've written it up to the point to just before the surgery, and now I just got to complete these last few months and get it done. And the plan is to get it done a year from the date of my surgery. Now that's the first Saturday after Thanksgiving, and the day after what we call Black Friday for all the shopping and all that. And what my plan is, one of the plans, an idea, is to have that called Red Heart Saturday. And on Red Heart Saturday, area retailers are going to give people who show their license that have the red heart on it a discount. And so throughout the year, we're going to drive people to remember to get signed up for it so that they can get their discount and become a donor. Also, at that point, my book is going to come out, and part of the proceeds for that will go towards the foundation also. And then with the help of my brother, we're also going to have an annual celebrity golf tournament in Grand Rapids area. Now I want to talk about the ultimate hero, the donor, Tim Corazon, and his family. I was so glad that Peggy Corazon came forward to disclose the sharing of this gift with everybody. I'm so humbled by their generosity and it's such a shocking time for them. While we can plan ahead and do things like register to be a donor, we can never predict if or when it'll actually happen. We need to be prepared to live every day to the fullest, feel blessed with what the Lord gives us, and like I say, think ahead. Peggy says that her husband now has a legacy. I can only hope to honor that in any way possible. I know he left behind two young boys that he obviously loved dearly. My foundation's first financial gift is going to be creating a college fund for Adam and Jason. God bless the ultimate hero, Tim Corazon. Thank you.
We'll open it up for questions for about 10 minutes or so, folks.
We just get all the doctors to go up there with them.